Have you ever wondered what the fate of the plastic bottle you throw away today will be like in 1,000 years? Will it become poison in our drinking water? Or will it end up in the clothes you are wearing now? Curious, right? Hello everyone, my name is Zuratul Aini, a 4th semester student at UIN Mataram. In this video, I will take you on exciting journey through my midterm assignment, the Plastic Journey Project. We will dissect two awesome videos about the history of plastic and the secret behind the bottles we throw away. Okay, without further ado, let's get into the first video summary. Well, the first video I watched was titled Plastic Pollution: How Humans Are Turning the World into Plastic. Essentially, this video discusses how plastic was originally created as a miracle solution, but now it has become a truly crazy global crisis. Imagine, plastic polymers don't have bonds in nature, which is why they are so difficult to break down and actually make our earth full of plastic waste. The second video is titled What Really Happens to the Plastic You Throw Away. This video focuses on the journeys of 3 different plastic bottles. It demonstrates that the fate of our waste depends on how we dispose of it. Some becomes pollution, while others can be reborn if properly disposed of through recycling. So, one video talks about history and its big issues, while the other talks about the choices we make every day. Pretty interesting, right? Now, let's talk data. In the first video, I discovered a rather horrifying fact. Image. Since the 1950s, humans have produced 1,3 billion tons of plastic. And what's worse, half of that amount was made in just the last 15 years. Every year, around 8 million tons of plastic end up in the ocean. If this continues, by 2050, the amount of plastic in the ocean will outweigh the number of fish. Now, in the second video, the facts are more about the personal impact for our waste. A single plastic bottle we throw in the trash can take 100 years to decompose, not to mention the toxic leachate that can seep into our groundwater. There are also 5 gyres, or giant whirlpools in the ocean, that act as traps for our trash. But if you ask me what was the most surprising thing for me personally, it was the fact about microplastics. I just realized that plastic never really disappears. It just breaks down into tiny particles, gets eaten by fish, and eventually ends up back in our bodies when we eat those fish. It's like a scary cycle, isn't it? If we look at the structure, these two videos have very different ways of conveying their message. The first video is more academic and chronological. It starts from history in the 1800s through industrial development and continues with current global issues. The focus is more on statistics and big numbers that make us realize the enormity of this problem. This is very different from the second video, which uses a storytelling or character-driven narrative structure. He invites us to follow the journey of 3 bottles as the main characters. Because of the characters, the presentation feels more emotional and optimistic, as we are shown the direct impact and the real solution at the end. Now, let's imagine, what if John Wesley had never invented celluloid in 1863? The world would probably be very different. I don't think industry would be as fast as it is today. But on the other hand, our planet would probably be much greener, having avoided the crisis of billions of tons of non-biodegradable plastic waste. So, what if the bottles we throw away ended up like bottle 3, which was recycled? Wow, that would be a game changer. Our oceans would be clean, marine life would be safe from microplastic, and we'd have a really cool circular economy because all used items are processed into new ones. From here, I learned that every bottle we hold has a future, and we are the ones who determine whether its future will be pollution or a solution. After analyzing both videos, the main message I took away is this: plastic isn't just a waste problem, but a system and a choice problem. We often think one bottle won't make a difference, but it's the billions of one bottles that are the source of this crisis. Plastic may be a brilliant invention, but without responsibility, it becomes a lasting disaster. Honestly, this video completely changed the way I view the plastic bottles in my hand. Now, I no longer see them as ordinary trash, but as a responsibility. The concrete steps I will take are to start reducing my reliance on single-use plastic on campus, and of course to be more vocal in encouraging my friends at Win Mataram to care more about recycling. Okay everyone, it's your turn. Starting today, let's reduce our use of single-use plastic. Don't forget to always throw away trash properly because we don't want our bottles to end up like second bottles. Polluting forever, like every small action counts. Thank you so much for watching my journey with plastic today. I hope this video is helpful for all of us. I'm Ziratul Aini and I will be taking my leave. Stay green and see you next time. Bye.